Hey Scorpio, how are you? Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you haven't, welcome. If you're first time viewing, we're going to do your reading for September 2018. I hope you've had a wonderful August and a great summer so far. So before we get into it, just to let you know, in terms of astrology, this month on the 9th, just before we have the new moon in Virgo for you, Venus is going to be heading over to your sign, which is great. Venus is a lovely, supportive energy in whatever house of life she generally transits, which is cool. So for you, because she's headed into your sign, generally speaking, we could say that would be your first house. So it could be that Venus blesses you, yourself, what you desire, what you want, what you need, what you're thinking, because it's all about you, the first house of you. So that's good for you to know. And also the Virgo new moon on the same day, on the 9th, is all about, Virgo is a sign about getting organised. Virgo is very, very, very organised. So with Venus under your influence and impacting on yourself, it could be a good month to get really, really organised around the new moon with whatever it is that you truly want and desire. So that's just generally speaking. Obviously, Venus's presence will be different for every Scorpio, depending on your birth chart, you know. So, but just generally speaking, because it's in your sign, we could say, okay, it's in your first house. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. I'll get some cards for you guys for September. This is a general reading, guys. May not resonate with everybody, and if it doesn't, that's fine. All the details you need to know, the cards I'm using, personal readings, birth charts, that kind of stuff, just check the show more description box below, and your questions should be answered there. If not, then send me an email. Okay, Spirit, so Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know, Spirit, for the month of September? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So there's a message for Scorpio. Okay, 2 cards falling out. So we've got the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So this is a new start following any restrictions that you've had, especially if they have been mental restrictions. Ace of Swords here, as you can see quite clearly, the energy is all about restriction. Because it's swords, the suit, it could be around communication, it could be around your thoughts, it could be mental thinking, but it doesn't have to be. To keep it general, it could just be general restrictions. And aces are always new starts, new beginnings. Ace of Cups here, so it could be emotionally you have a new start with any restrictions that you have been facing. Okay, let's see what comes out in the main spread. Scorpio, balance. Okay, Temperance, major arcana card. This is an energy of, you know, finding balance in whatever it is that needs to be balanced, basically. Also the card which represents Sagittarius, the sun sign. So I don't know if anybody's dealing with a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, to keep it general, but just to put that out there. But it is about balance. It is about finding whatever it is that you need. You've got the angel here who is mixing two cups together, two energies, and it's about 2 things coming together to find that balance. So that's good news. Okay, so the first card for Scorpio, the recent past. The recent past, 6 cups. Something in the recent past. Maybe something hasn't been quite balanced in the recent past. Maybe there has been restriction in the recent past. 6 cups there would point us to the recent past or childhood, or even anything to do with children as well. If there's been a bit of imbalance with your children. Okay, first card will be the theme for Scorpio. 3 of Wands, expect the ships to come in. Second card, okay, that's too many, will be the issue for Scorpio. Third card will be the recent past. Fourth card will be the present. 7 of Swords. This is interesting because Libra just got this card. It jumped out for them as well. This is the card of deception. This is the card of not being truthful. This is the card of, you know, little white lies, that kind of energy. I don't know whether this is you or whether this is someone else around you. But it is a card of deception. So it could be that, any restriction that's been linked to this kind of energy, there's a new start with, we'll see. Okay, 5th card would be the advice. Let's turn these ones around. That just flipped again in the deck, 8 of Swords, and it jumped out for you and it flipped in the deck. So someone definitely needs to hear this message. Okay, and the 6th card would be a potential outcome for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. That's too many. There's a message for Scorpio, please let it know. Okay, what we've got here, the Devil. Okay, this is too many, but I will flip them over. We've got the Eight of Swords again. We've got the Devil card, which is linked to Capricorn, and we've got the High Priestess. And what's that? We've got the Two of Swords, which is restriction, and what just fell on the floor. Let's grab that. Okay, guys, I just scrambled under the desk, and the Nine of Wands fell on the floor. This is interesting because, as I said, Libra got the Seven of Swords, which jumped out. Your Eight of Swords has jumped out 3 or 4 times now for you. And Libra also got the Nine of Wands fall out, which fell out for you as well. This, normally I would say, is too many messages, too many in one go, but because the Eight of Swords has fallen out with it again, I will look at it, and I will look at it in detail. And the first thing I picked up when these 3 fell out was something that is quite toxic, something that's not as good for you as you thought it was, with the Devil energy. Okay, also linked to the sun sign of Capricorn. This is the card for Capricorn. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn, but that is what it represents. The Devil is all about toxic energy. Person, place or thing, you take what resonates with you. High Priestess, Major Arcana card here. This is about using your intuition, following your own inner voice, and about knowledge. The High Priestess as an energy, yeah, she holds all the knowledge. She's the gatekeeper of knowledge. She's a very, very passive energy. She's not pushy. She doesn't, shove things in your face. It's about just being aware and about following your own intuition. Two of Swords, very much linked to the Eight of Swords, restriction. The 2 is more about being at a crossroads, and the Nine of Wands is about investment, something that you've invested in. So it feels very much to me like for someone, or for some Scorpios, there has been some restriction around something, person, place or thing. You take what resonates. It could be something that turned out to be maybe not as good to you because there was maybe some deception with the Seven of Swords that fell out, something that you've invested in. But with the High Priestess here, that is definitely a message to follow your intuition. Okay, enough previews. Let's get into the main message. God, enough previews. Your cards are just jumping tonight. One more. Queen of Swords. Okay, Truth. Queen of Swords. Also represent all the air signs. Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. Very, very closely linked to Aquarius, this card, but it could be all the air signs, but the main energy is about truth. The Queen of Swords speaks her truth, she seeks the truth, and she wants nothing but the truth. Very intelligent energy, very witty person, if this is a person for you. Doesn't take much BS, is the Queen of Swords, but it is about truth. Okay. Right, that's too many. Let's see what's going on. Action, Eight of Wands. Okay, I think I need to just stop shuffling now and get to it. Let's stop shuffling and get to it. So we get one more. There we go. Alright. Whew, there's a lot going on for Scorpio. Okay, where is the energy for Scorpio? Where is the energy? Let's see, Scorpio. I feel called here. So we'll read from this deck. Underlying energy, King of Wands or Rods in this particular deck. So, sorry, Knight, beg your pardon, Knight of Rods or Knight of Wands. In this deck, it is called the Rods. So Knights are all about action. Actions that we need to take, or actions that will be coming towards us, or things that are coming towards us. This particular suit talks a lot about passion, creativity, things that we love. Things that really drive us. Could be work related, could be a relationship if the relationship is quite passionate, projects, that kind of area of life, things that you're very, very passionate about. So it could be that there's some action, there's some movement, a very, very quick moving energy, some action, some movement around you. We'll see what that is, could be with the main reading. Fire, again, linked to all the fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. Let's see, the Emperor, the Lovers, Pisces just got this. Is there a Scorpio dealing with a Pisces? Or maybe just facing the same things? You have a lot of major arcana cards as well, Scorpio, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's a lot of strong energy. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, I don't really need to look at this very, very long to pick up a message. This feels very much to me as though there's a new journey. There's a new journey, and it could be in a relationship because I can see the Lovers. And I feel as though the new journey that you're going to be going on, Scorpio, for whoever this resonates for, is going to lead to abundance. But I do feel as though there might be, you're going to need to keep strong, and there might be a few challenges. But there definitely is movement, which is shown here with your underlying energy with the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Rods. So the issue is Lovers. Love. It doesn't have to be for everybody to keep it general. It could just be, something that you really, really love. But for me, when I see the Lovers, I tend to have a feeling that this is more to do with relationships or matters of the heart, and also decision making. It does feel like this is a relationship for me, though. It feels as though this relationship, maybe there has been some kind of struggle for control, or there's been a need for some kind of control, because we've got the Emperor is the theme. The energy of the Emperor, these are both major arcana cards. The energy of the Emperor is control. It is being solid. It is a quite dominating energy as well. It's also linked to the sun sign. It represents Aries. And you've got fire here as well with your your Knight of Rods being here as well. But it feels as though in this relationship, this has been the main theme, whether it's been a struggle for control or more control being requested. But there's been something to do with control in this relationship, and it feels as though it's come to a turning point. Because in the recent past, you've got the Fool, which is the new journey, the new beginning. It is about stepping into the unknown. As a major arcana card as well, it is the very beginning. Once you get to card 22, which would be the World, you then go all the way back to the beginning, which is 0, and it's the Fool. And it is about going into the unknown, going into territory that's maybe not familiar to you, a new journey, and all you've really got with you is your intuition, hope, faith, that kind of energy. You're not really sure where you're going, but you are definitely going on a new journey. Now, that is the recent past. It could be that this new journey or this new start is linked to this potential Aries or this fire sign person, or if it is a person, someone who's quite dominant, quite strong, quite controlling, who likes control. Or it could be if it's a situation where the relationship needed more control, that didn't have the control, or whatever it was, you will know what resonates with you, Scorpio. But it could be linked to this because that's the thing, but the issue is an actual relationship. But it's good, it's looking good, because in the here and now, it seems like the path is being lit with the moon. Things are coming to light. The moon only lights up part of the way. Slowly, slowly, slowly. It's not the sun. The sun lights up everything. It's nice and bright. With the moon, you don't always have all the information you need to hand, potentially, or you can't see everything you need in one go. There's still some shadows because it's the moon. Things are coming to light slowly. So the journey of the Fool will reveal some new things to you as you go on it. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. I don't get the feeling that there's anything hidden, or there's any backstabbing, or lack of truth or anything like that, because we haven't got any of those difficult cards out. We haven't got like any of the swords, or the 7 of Swords in particular, or anything like that would indicate a lack of untruth. It just feels very much to me that this is a new journey that is going to be slowly, slowly. Things are going to come to you. Things are going to be revealed slowly, slowly. Not everything's going to come to you in one go. Now, the advice, which is directly underneath the Lovers, which is the heart of the matter or the issue, is strength. Okay, the message of strength. So it feels as though, where I said at the beginning there might be a few challenges, it is because you're going to need the strength to get over the challenges, or the strength to go on this new journey, because you're going into the unknown. Okay, so you're going to need to be strong. But your potential outcome is abundance. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, and it's not that well illustrated in this particular deck, but normally you have a woman in the garden with loads of flowers. It's a really, really lovely picture of health, vitality, abundance. You know, the lady, she doesn't need anything. She's got everything she needs around her, but that's the general energy of the Nine of Pentacles. It is about abundance, having everything you need, being in a state of real content, particularly financially, because it is the Pentacle suit, which is linked to that area of life. But this doesn't have to be a financial situation, just generally the energy is about abundance and having everything that you need. So it feels as though, you know, if there has been a reason for you, Scorpio, to go on this new journey, to start this new direction in this relationship, linked to the potential Aries or fire sign or person who, you know, is a bit more dominant, or if you've needed more control in the relationship, eventually, once you go on the journey, abundance will be there. You will have everything that you need. Whatever it is that you have needed, only you will know. I don't know everybody's situation. Yeah, so there's movement, you know, with the Knight of Rods is your underlying energy. As I said to you, movement, things coming towards us, action, very quick moving. There will be action, there will be movement in this situation and with this journey. There definitely will be movement, whatever direction you've decided to go on. Whether this Lovers, the issue represents love relationship for you, or it represents something that you love, or it represents a decision that you've made, because that's the energy of the Lovers. You take what resonates with you. The journey is going to be worth it, and you'll have what you need. This also represents Gemini. You've got a lot of different potential signs here, but I feel, intuitively, I feel more like this is not necessarily a person. I feel like this is the person potentially, and this is just the love, the situation, the relationship, whether it's something that you love, a job that you love, a person that you love, a project that you love, whatever it is, it's something that means a lot to you in your heart, and a potential relationship. And this could be the other person or people involved, or the issue just being about control, balance, stability, strength, basically being stable, you know, because that is the Emperor. He's that stable, mature energy, you know. So that's been the theme, that's been what's been needed, or what's linked to this love. Yeah, see if I get anything else. Clarify some of these. Let's see. Let's look at the moon. Okay, because this is the present here. And the moon energy, as I said, is about things coming to light, or the path being lit slowly. So let's see what we can clarify with this, because this is the present, and obviously you want to know. This is quite straightforward, just being strong, and that, you know, your abundance will come in. But what do we need to know about the moon energy, this slow information? Okay, Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know? What's that? The Chariot. Strength and determination. You've got a lot of major arcana. Anything else? What does Scorpio need to know about the moon, the present? The Hierophant, commitment. You have so many major arcana cards. Wow, and underneath, there is your energy. There you are, Scorpio. That's the card in tarot that represents you. And the Death card, and that's, you know, it's a really good energy, so don't freak out. If you've watched me before, you would have heard me explain it, but that's your energy. So there's you. So with this moon in the present, with things coming to light slowly, you know, with information or learning things slowly about this new journey, this new direction that you've gone on, you've got the Chariot, which is very, very similar to your advice. Being determined. The Chariot represents Cancer, but the main energy, like I said, I don't think this is people. I think the person is here, or this is the main energy here. The message here with the moon is being determined. You've got to be determined. And I did mention to you that I feel like there's going to be some kind of challenges, and you need to have the strength to get over those challenges along the way, along this journey. There it is there. Being determined. The Chariot is about being determined at all costs to get through whatever it is you need to get through. It's the strength and determination. The Hierophant is commitment. That is about being committed. So this journey that you've decided to go on, or this new direction that you're on, as you slowly make your way down this new path and things come to you, you know, in bits and pieces, and the path is lit, stay determined and remain committed to whatever it is you've decided to do. With this person, place or thing which represents the Lovers for you, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your job, whether it's your new goal, your new plan, or something that you're deeply passionate about, remain committed, okay, and be determined. That's in the present, the here and now. So moving forward, so as soon as you watch this video and you click down, remain determined to whatever you've committed yourself to, and keep your strength up, which is here is your advice. Looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. It looks, with all the major kind of energy, I mean, you've got one, just one, the Nine of Pentacles, the advice. You've just got one, you know, minor energy. So whatever's going on, Scorpio, this is big. I mean, it might seem like a very, very simple message of being on the journey and remaining strong and determined, and that things are going to come to you slowly and slowly, or the path is going to be lit slowly, but eventually your abundance and whatever it is that you truly want will come in from this journey. The energies are major. The Lovers, the Fool, the Moon, the Hierophant, the Chariot, Strength, they are major arcana cards. And the major arcana in the tarot, they are all the life lessons that we go through. They are all the major turning points in life. So this is it. The message may seem simple, but the energies are big. More than 50% of the, more than, yeah, 75%, you know, is major arcana. So this is major energy surrounding you. This feels to me like this might be a big change, a big decision, even though it's presented itself quite simply. It's the energies, it's major stuff. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Scorpio need to know about this journey? Okay, so you've got World Energy as your message. World Energy. And it reads, the Earth is going through a transition of energy and your sensitive body is feeling it. You are not alone, except the help of others. Yeah, I would say so. With all this major energy and all the, you know, the new journey, and have the need to be strong, the need to be committed, the need to be determined, and your energy here as well, which is death, which is transformation, being reborn. If you need to seek the help of others, do so, okay? Make sure that you do so. Don't go it alone, Scorpio, because this is big. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Scorpio need to know? That's 2 minutes. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. If there's an affirmation, okay, you've got dignity. This is interesting. So your card, your angel message is dignity, and it reads, take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honoured by your choices, achievements and actions. Choices, achievements and actions, the Lovers. Yeah, that is about decisions as well. The Fool, obviously when we start a new journey, we definitely make choices, decisions and actions. So if this is you, Scorpio, in the recent past, where your Fool card is here and there's been a need for you to make a new journey, take a new direction, this saying take pride in yourself. Okay, Spirit is saying take pride in yourself in all that you've become, in whatever way that you've transformed or that you are transforming. Feel honoured by your choices and achievements and your actions. So yeah, as I was saying, this is transformative, this is change. So good luck with this journey, whoever this is for. Good luck if it is a relationship, if it's a major turning point in a relationship, or if it's a major turning point in something that you're just deeply passionate about. Good luck. And I hope September is a really, really successful month, because your outcome is brilliant. You know, the Nine of Pentacles, having exactly what you need. everything around you, not wanting for anything and feeling quite content. So if you keep on the track that you're on, is what I feel like I'm being pushed to say, and you take this advice here of remaining committed, you know, with the Hierophant, and also determined, it should be pretty successful. Whatever it is that you're striving for, Scorpio, it should be pretty successful. So have a wonderful month. Keep in mind the new moon. As I said to you at the beginning, keep in mind the new moon on the 9th, and also when Venus transits into your sign. So it will be in your first house. She'll be surrounding you. That beautiful, loving energy. So the 9th could be a really good day. A really good day at the start of the month to work on any of this. We've also got the full moon is on the 24th. The dates might vary depending on where you are in the world, like a day or two out. But where I am in Europe, the 24th will be the full moon in Aries, which is good fire sign energy, definitely to keep this moving and going to October. And the 9th will be the new moon, the brand new fresh energy. So if you are on this new journey, then, you know, take the 9th as time to maybe really think about this, because as I said, all this major arcana and this message here, some of you or one of you as a Scorpio is definitely on a journey. So good luck, and I'll see you in, I think I said I was going to do a new moon and full moon reading, so maybe in about a week, just over a week. I'll see you for the new moon readings for the sun signs, and then towards the end of the month again for the full moon, and then your October reading. So good luck, have a wonderful month. Like, share, subscribe, drop me comments, let me know how this resonates. Let me know you know, how the situation's going throughout the month, because I'd love to know who this message was for, or who these messages are for, if it's more than one person, because this is change. This is big. It's a simple message, but the cards are big energy. So good luck. Okay, Scorpio, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.